Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause the love you give, it can't be replaced.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you are returning, hi fam, welcome back to yet another video. I hope you guys really enjoy this video, and for those who are new to my channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you never miss another time that I post, and also turn on your post notifications by hitting that bell for me, and that will just make sure you are the first to know whenever I post. So for this video, I am going to be recreating a makeup look that I've done in the past, and I had a subscriber ask if I can redo this look under one of my videos, so I'm just gonna do that today. I will insert a picture of what the makeup look looks like. It's probably not going to look exactly the same because different days, different techniques, just like depends on how fast I'm working or how neat and precise I am. I do remember that day kind of rushing because I was going out and I didn't have a lot of time to do my makeup, but this time around I'm going to be taking my time to do this makeup look. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into doing my makeup. Okay, so the first thing I am going to do, as I always do if you've seen any of my other videos, I'm priming my lids with the Morphe concealer. This is in the shade Light to Cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some on my lids and just blend it out really nicely, or try to blend it out nicely. It tends to look like a mess, but you know guys, we just always trust the process around here, like, and not stress too much. But yes, but how are you guys doing? How is life? Leave a comment down below. Just let me know like where you guys are watching from, or like how is your day going, how's your year going thus far. Like, can you guys believe it? We're gonna blink and it's going to be June. Like, I can't believe May is basically over and June is right around the corner. Like, literally a little over a week away. I, for one, am very much looking forward to summer. I don't really have any summer plans yet, other than trying to go to the beach and be outside more. But I really don't have any concrete summer plans. I'm not planning on traveling or anything this summer. And if you guys had watched my the live, if you guys watched the live that I did a couple, like maybe a week ago now, the one about mental health, I did mention I'm starting a new job. So I'm starting the new job in the summertime, so in July I'm starting that job. So that's something to look forward to, which is another reason why I'm not planning to travel or anything this summer, because I'm going to start a new job and then I won't be able to travel for a while because can't miss work when you're a new employee. But yeah, so for this makeup look, I am using my Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's. So for this look, I'm going in with Morocco, which is, so I'll show you guys the palette. So this is Morocco, this orange color here. So I'm going in with that in my crease. But yeah, like I said, I'm starting a new job. I'm really excited for the new job. Like, I don't want to speak on it too much because it's not fully official yet. So like, I'm waiting till it's like fully official to talk more about it. But you guys can definitely expect a video about me talking about the new job and just basically, I guess, me getting ready for it, like later on in the summer, if it does all work out. I think it's all gonna work out, but I'm just waiting for a few things to be put in place before it's like fully official that I am going to be doing this position. But yeah, since I'm doing this chit chat style, I have like a quick little mini rant, I guess you can say. If you guys remember, or for those of you guys that are new, so I had plans to get a thigh tattoo. I still have plans to get this tattoo done, just not by the same artist that I originally really wanted this piece done by. And there's a couple reasons why. So let me backtrack to the beginning of this story. So a few years ago, 2020, I had an appointment set up to get tattooed by this artist, right? And then she had flooding in her studio because the way her studio was, it was like in the basement of another building. So she had flooding in her studio, so she had to cancel my appointment. At least that's what she told me at the time. Can I confirm nor deny that there was actual flooding in her studio? Of course not. So I'm just gonna trust her word on it, right? So she canceled my appointment. She didn't even tell me. I was trying to get in contact with her about it, and I don't remember how long after, but I think maybe like the next day. But like after my appointment time came and passed, she got back to me and told me about the whole flooding situation. That's why like she couldn't do my tattoo, and like why she hadn't reached out to me. One, I just felt like that's rude. Like, you know, if someone has an appointment set up, reach out to them about why you're canceling said appointment. Don't just like ghost a person. So I thought that was really rude and kinda, you know, whatever. And then she, because of the flooding, she didn't know how long it's gonna take to fix the damages that were caused by the flooding. She couldn't like immediately reschedule me for an appointment, so I'm like, okay, sure, fine, no problem. So, and it went on for a very long time where she didn't ever reach back out to me about rescheduling, and I followed her on Instagram and stuff, so I would see her posts, and then I saw that she was rescheduling old appointments, but she never reached out to me to reschedule mine. So like that was another thing, like red flag right there. I wasn't heeding these red flags. I really truly admire this artist's work. Like, I'm not even gonna mention her Instagram or anything, or like promote her business, because honestly she was very unprofessional in dealing with me. And even though her work is so amazing, like for me, professionalism in anything you do is extremely important. But anyways, while I'm chatting, I'm gonna now go in with this dark brown color called Kenya. So Kenya is down here. So I'm going with that color, and I'm gonna go over like more closely in the crease and just staying in the crease with this color. But yeah, so like I saw that she was rescheduling other people's appointment but was not rescheduling my appointment, and I got really upset by that, but I let it go, you know, because I don't know, I was just like, you know what, it's not worth getting upset by, and I still really wanted her to do my tattoo. So the beginning of this year, I saw she was opening up her bookings slowly. She's always like super booked out. As soon as her bookings are open, they get booked out and within like an hour, 2 hour max. And honestly, I'm not even really saying 2 hours. So I was able to schedule a consult back in April, and I showed up. We went over what I wanted. I talked to her about it. We discussed pricing and everything, which I had no problem with the pricing. It actually was going to be cheaper than I initially thought the tattoo would be, because the first time around when I spoke to her about this tattoo, she was quoting it at like $450 to $550. At the time, once again, I was willing to pay it because her work is amazing and I really wanted her to do my tattoo. So I'm willing to pay quality. I'm willing to pay the price for quality work, right? So I was like, sure, no problem. Like, you know, if that's how much you're gonna charge me for it, and I know your work, because I have one tattoo by her already and it's really good. So I know the quality of work I was going to receive, and just from knowing other people who've gotten tattoos done by her, I just know that she's really good and she's worth it. But anyways, so it didn't work out. So I went to the consult back in April. We figured out everything. She was telling me about like $350 for it this time around, because I guess like we're kind of like saying it's going to be smaller than the first time. I don't really remember how big initially I told her I wanted it the first time around, because like I said, that was 2020 and we're in 2022, like 2 years later. So we figured all of that out. We set up the appointment for May 13th, Friday the 13th in May. Like, the date already means bad luck. I know that. But I'm not like the most superstitious person. Okay guys, so now we're going in with this nice green here. It's called Egypt. So we're going in with that. This is gonna go on my lid. So the day before comes and she told me she would text me the day before, because unlike when I set up my consult and did it through her website, I wouldn't get an email confirmation or a reminder telling me that I'm going to have the appointment the next day. So she would text me to remind me about my appointment. So I'm like, okay, sure. So, you know, obviously I also put the information about the appointment in my own phone and made a mental note to myself that to check for a text from her the day before. The day comes, like I'm noticing it's getting really late and I'm like haven't heard from her about like, you know, the confirmation about my appointment the next day. So I take it upon myself to text her to like, you know, hey, I'm just confirming that my appointment is tomorrow at blah 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 time. You know, just because I'm like, I really want this tattoo. I want to make sure we're on the same page here. Like, if there's any issues, like let me know now, because I'm planning my day around the fact that like I knew I had this appointment after work and I have to like leave from my job and get to there in a certain amount of time in order to make the appointment that we set up. And she had mentioned she might have to push the time back because she would have someone right before me. So I didn't get a response from her on Thursday about the appointment the next day. So I'm like starting to get worried here, like, and I'm like really concerned. I'm like not her blowing me off again. Like, this is happening again. Like, I was actually really pissed and super concerned because I'm like, why is she not responding? Like, this is like very kind of rude. You told me you would text me and you have not, and you know, it's not like I'm doing you a favor, or like I'm not doing you a favor, or I'm not asking you to do me a favor. I'm paying you my money to tattoo me. Like, I'm more than willing to pay you to tattoo me. Like, you know, this is a business. This isn't me asking you to do a favor or anything of that sort. So I was just really annoyed by the fact that like I got no response, radio silence that day. So the next morning she texted me, hey, sorry to get back to you late, something else, but like, can I come earlier in the afternoon that Friday, like, you know? And I'm like, no, I cannot, because I have work, because I had work that day. Like, I work Fridays, which is why when we were discussing the time to come in for the appointment, I told her if it's not a weekend, I cannot do early days. If it's in the week, I can do any time like 6 p.m. or later if she does bookings or appointments like that late in the day. Because I understand if someone's like, I don't do like appointments after like 5 p.m. or obviously I don't want to work that late into the night, so I don't want to take a late booking because my tattoo was supposed to be about 3 hours, so it would take about 3 hours to do it. So if I got there at 6, I'm not getting out there to like maybe 9, 10, depending on like, you know, how everything will go. So I knew it would be a long session. So she asked me to come in early. I'm like, I cannot come in earlier because I had work. Like, I was already at work when she responded to me anyway. So I'm like, there's no way I can come in earlier. So that happened. So, right, I don't even know if she responded to that message. I can't remember, and I'm filming on my phone, so I can't even look at my phone to like pull it up or anything. But so, you know, the day's going on, and I was like, okay, I told her I can't come in, so I guess like we're just having like my appointment at the 6 o'clock like we previously discussed, right? So I guess I follow her on Instagram, and I have my notifications on for her page because I would always want to know when she would open her booking. So I have like my notification on for if she posts like anything on her story or on her like her page, just like a regular post or anything. So I get notified. So I see it, a notification comes in like saying that she posted on her story, and it's supposed saying like, is anyone available for a like small to medium tattoo at 3 or 4? So I'm like, okay, I guess like the person who was before me for my time slot of 6 p.m. canceled, so she's looking for someone to fill that spot before I come, because like obviously I get it, like you are a tattoo artist. If people cancel, you're trying to like make money, so you would try getting someone to fill that slot. No problem. That's not really going to impact me because my appointment, like I said, is at like 6. So if it's a small tattoo, you do it at 3, like you should be done by 6 p.m. So that happened. And then later on in the day, like maybe around 4, or no, not 4, 3, because it's right before I started teaching, and I teach from 3 to 4 on Fridays. So it was right before I had to start teaching, so like a little before 3, I see a text from her saying, hey, I'm not feeling well. I took medicine hoping I would feel better later in the day, but can we reschedule your appointment? And I'm going in my head, I'm like, I dead saw you post on your Instagram that you were looking to fill up a slot at 3 or 4 p.m. So like, how are you gonna send me this saying you don't feel well and you want to reschedule? Also, you literally this morning were trying to get me to come in earlier. So at what point did you not start feeling well to this extent that like you're now rescheduling my appointment? Like, you know, so I'm just like, this story isn't adding up. This sounds mad fishy or whatever. So I texted her back saying, okay, if you don't feel well, like you're claiming, once again, can neither confirm nor deny. You don't feel well like you're claiming. Okay, let's reschedule. So I'm like, sure, we can I said okay. And then I didn't get an immediate response or anything. So I texted her again. I'm like, when are you available to like to reschedule or something to that extent, basically. And to this day, I have not gotten a reply. And this is almost an entire week later. Tomorrow, because this is Thursday I'm recording on, tomorrow will make exactly 1 week since this interaction happened, and she hasn't replied to me. And honestly, guys, at this point, I no longer want to work with her. Like, yes, your work is amazing, but like I said before, professionalism is everything. If you cannot be a professional and handle your business well, like, I don't want to work with you. I'm so sorry if anyone wants to take offense to that, but I'm like, the way you treat and interact with people is extremely important. And for me, someone who's very busy, to like make an appointment with you for a time that like obviously you agreed to. I didn't just pull this date out of a hat or anything and just like, oh, I'm doing this date, and didn't like cleared it with you. Like, we obviously had a whole discussion about me coming in, and you agreed to it and you said it was fine. So for you to the day off. And I get it. If she's genuinely sick, I'm not gonna say the person's not sick or anything, but if you're genuinely sick, okay. I actually wonder, were you available to reschedule my appointment, and you don't respond to me. That's the part that pissed me off. Like, that's what really pissed me off, because you're the one asking to reschedule because you're not feeling well. And I could have at that point, it's like, I don't want to reschedule, I don't want to work with you ever at all, just cancel my appointment, right? I could have said that if that's how I truly felt. But I'm like, sure, I'll reschedule because I wanted her to do my tattoo still. But then the fact that you're not responding to me, that's when like I get angry and irritated and upset. And I don't like those feelings, but those are the feelings that evokes. And then I also again reached out to her, I think a couple days later. I'm just like, hey, like, when are you able to reschedule my appointment? Like, and once again, she has not responded to that text either. And I'm like, you know what? I tried. I gave you a second chance by even reaching out to you again, and you did not respond. So at this point in time, I truly don't want to work with you. I've started looking for a different artist to do this tattoo for me, because I do really want the tattoo. Like, it's an idea I've had for a while now, and I really truly want it. Like, so badly. But she's not going to be the one to do it for me. I reached out to a friend of mine who has several tattoos that I think have been done very well, to ask her who's the artist who did it for her. That artist right now, she's not taking any clients. Like, her bookings are closed, and I think she'll probably be the one, if she opens her bookings anytime soon, that I really considered doing this tattoo for me. My boyfriend also knows, like, has a family friend who owns a tattoo parlor or something of that nature, I believe. And he's mentioned him for if I were to be interested, but I know that that friend of his, that family friend of his, he's also always like booked out like for months upon months. So it's just like, that's just gonna always be the case with people who are really good. They're gonna be such high demand that's gonna be hard to get bookings with them. It's annoying, but it just speaks to how great of a tattoo artist they are, that they're always like booked out for like months in advance. But if you guys saw my 25, this is something that I want to do before my 26th birthday. Because like I said, this tattoo, I've had this idea for, I want to say like 5-6 years now for this tattoo idea. And I really want to get it done. So hopefully I can get it done before my birthday in January. So I have like over 6 months still to get it, but we'll see how it works out. And if I do get it done, you guys will be the first to hear about it and to, like, you know, because... So guys, I just realized after finishing my makeup and checking my phone, that I got cut off and it wasn't recording after a while. I don't know how that happened or what exactly happened, but I'm really sorry that did happen. But I did finish doing my eye makeup on camera, and that's the main part of any of my makeup looks. My face makeup tends to be the same. It's just foundation, under eye concealer, contour, and just like lip gloss and mascara, because I didn't do lashes or anything special with like my face makeup. So you guys can go back and watch some of my other videos where I do a full face if you're really curious how I do my face makeup or anything of that nature. But I really hope you guys still enjoyed this video nonetheless. So please leave a comment down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more content like this. That's all for now. Bye guys.